We've got partly cloudy skies out here in Denver, mostly sunny skies in Fort Collins. It is colder. The system's brought in some colder air for us today, and you're going to feel that just for today only. Tomorrow will warm back up, and we've got a really mild forecast for your weekend. But there's some of the clouds that I was just talking about as we take a live look over Lookout Mountain. No snow out of that, at least not yet here in the metro area. If we get anything, it's flurries. Doesn't impact the mountains. Bluebird skies up there. Beautiful view there, in fact, over Loveland ski area, where you can see all the snow from the last storm system that moved through, and dry skies, I should say. Now, the system has also been bringing in quite a bit of wind, and we've got some very strong wind gusts out in our eastern plains. Out near Fort Morgan, 23-mile-per-hour gusts. Even Fort Collins, 28-mile-per-hour gusts. You get down into Centennial, and we have 26-mile-per-hour gusts, and 26-mile-per-hour gusts are out at DIA. So the backside of this system is still churning, producing some snow on our far eastern plains, but it's also producing some wind here along and east of I-25, right along I-25. Out on our farther eastern plains, those winds get even stronger. Burlington, 39-mile-per-hour gusts. Lyman, 36-mile-per-hour gusts right now. Those winds expected to continue until this evening. It's going to take this storm system moving far enough east for those winds to calm down. So here's how that times out. 20 to 25-mile-per-hour gusts will be possible around Denver, Fort Collins, and Greeley through the early afternoon. Once we get into this evening, our winds calm down, and they're going to calm down from west to east. It will likely take until after 8:30 to get significantly calmer winds near Fort Morgan, Yuma, Ray, and also Burlington. And then overnight tonight and tomorrow morning, we're going to see even calmer winds take over. Skies will clear, and a warmer forecast is going to be building back in. Our weather pattern is expected to shift a bit as we go into tomorrow. Today will be the coldest day of the week. 33 your high in the city, 35 for Greeley, 37 for Fort Collins. Out east on the plains, we'll reach the upper 20s and low 30s. And then out to our west across Grand Junction, we're going to be in the middle 30s for those highs. Right around freezing, well below average. But like I said, we've got a big weather pattern shift that's coming, and we are going to dry out over the weekend and for the first half of next week. Here's a look at the radar screen right now. Most of the snow falling out on our far eastern plains. As I zoom into this for you, you can see some of those darker blue colors. That's going to depict where the heavier snow showers are, and they extend up from Burlington to Ray. We might also be seeing some flurries out around Flagler. Further to the south, I've got another little band of snow that's impacting La Junta and Ordway. And as we put this into motion, you can see how it's just hanging and hovering and hugging the eastern plains. Southeast Colorado, those blue boxes there are a winter weather advisory. Those will remain in effect until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're looking at up to 4 inches of snow total across southeastern Colorado from this system, but it's really having a much bigger impact on our friends out to the east. So parts of Kansas and Oklahoma not only have the winter weather advisories in place, but also have winter storm warnings. We are already seeing some snow reports come in. In fact, just out of curiosity, I'm going to zoom in there. Let's go ahead and stop the radar screen, and we'll see how much they've got. 3 inches of snow across parts of Kansas. Oh, Laverne, 10 inches of snow there. So again, right there through that Kansas and Oklahoma state line, that's where we're seeing most of the snow from the system. So it's packing a much bigger punch out to our east than what we're getting here in Colorado. And it's also bringing some scattered rain showers to the mid-south and the deep south. Stretching from Arkansas down into Louisiana, we've got those showers and perhaps even some thunderstorms. And there is a small threat for severe weather over the deep south, so southwestern parts of Louisiana today. But we're on the backside of this system. As it moves east, it will move out, and it won't impact us for the remainder of the week. Our snow showers will retreat from north to south as we go into this evening. 5:30 tonight, we'll still see some light snow around Lamar and also Springfield. We'll have some clouds left over here for Denver. Fort Collins, you likely are going to stay sunny through the day. And we might get a few flurries here across the Front Range. But overnight tonight, that all clears out, and sunshine takes over for us tomorrow and will be with us through Friday and the weekend. How much more snow do we see out on the eastern plains? Maybe 1/4 of an inch. Springfield could see upwards of 1/2 an inch of snowfall still. That's just because those snow showers are going to be lingering around through this southeast Colorado until this evening, even though the winter weather advisory does expire at 2 p.m. If you're traveling out east along I-70, you might see, because it's not been much snow, but you might see some of that snow impact the highway right as you're approaching the Colorado and Kansas state line. So that would be one thing that I would watch out for. As for the weather shift, area of low pressure that's brought us, that snow is going to move east. It's moving very slowly. It's essentially been separated from the main flow. So we've got this main area of low pressure that brought a ton of snow to the upper Midwest yesterday. That's going to continue to push towards the northeast. This separate area lags behind it. It's slowly moving to the east, but it does move east, and high pressure will replace it. And once that ridge settles in, it's going to usher in some warmer weather and a very dry forecast for the weekend. So mostly cloudy skies today with that high of 33 degrees. Winds will be gusty out of the north at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So that means it's going to feel a lot colder, likely in the 20s through the day today. Look for partly cloudy skies tonight. Skies clear, system moves east. We drop to 14. Winds calm down. Then we're back up to the middle 40s tomorrow, very close to a seasonal day. 56 and breezy on Friday. So we warm up very quickly past this system. Saturday will be breezy with a high of 52. Sunday 56, and then middle to upper 50s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I will say that it looks like we could see some changes coming up on Thursday. But I've got a few different weather models that I like to look at, and only one of them is showing those changes, meaning snow, for Thursday afternoon. Plus, it's out of the 7-day forecast, so certainly not guaranteeing anything past that point. But something to watch out for. Changes perhaps later next week, but from tomorrow all the way through Wednesday, we've got a really mild forecast in store. All right, I'm going to hop back on our Facebook Live feed, and while I do that, I'm going to just let y'all look at the radar screen. There you go. Here, I'll even get my face out from over it so we don't have friends getting angry. We'll loop this out, and I'm going to hop on, if you give me a minute, and see if you guys have any questions about the forecast. Alrighty. Let's see. All right. Gerald says, I'm ready for a blizzard. Careful what you wish for. We all know what happens when we see blizzards here across parts of Colorado. Gerald, I'm curious, do you live in Denver or are you out on our eastern plains? And someone was asking about the forecast for Saturday and Sunday because you want to hang Christmas lights. Yeah, that is a great question. I just went over it, so here we'll show it again. Ooh. Hold on, let me get to it. Here it is. So we're warming up. Yeah, if you want to hang Christmas lights the next several days, is going to be when you want to do it. Thursday, Friday, you might be working, but we're going to be warming up. 40s on Thursday, middle 50s on Friday, and then over the weekend, I would say watch for a little bit of wind Saturday. I don't think it's ever very fun to do anything in the wind, but it will be breezy on Saturday, high 52. Sunday could possibly be the pick day to be hanging Christmas lights. 56, sunny and mild, it looks really pretty. Hi, Marianne. All right. Any other questions? I know the forecast is so interesting and exciting. There's so much variability. Gerald, you live in the tech center. Okay, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Recently, we did have, I think it was 2019, we had a blizzard that impacted Denver, and I remember that because I was very pregnant, and that was an event. But that was recent, and we don't get a blizzard like every year. I mean, certainly it doesn't mean we're not going to see one this year, but you know, when you're talking law of averages, I guess we'll see. We'll find out how this year goes. Okay, so is it the jet that's giving us this dry pattern? Yes, it is. So we have seen a couple of systems move through. I'm going to go back to that forecast for you so you guys can look at that. We've seen a couple systems move through. They've been really weak here across Colorado. This one included. It's producing much more significant snow and wind over Kansas and Oklahoma. It will be moving out, so it pushes east. And then you see that H, that's high pressure that's moving right back in behind it. And see how well, let's follow the green, the bright green color there on your screen. See how it just arcs. Here, I'll even draw a line through it. See how it arcs there? That's our ridge of high pressure. And usually when we get those ridges that develop in the upper levels within the jet stream, it allows dry air sits under that ridge. We can also see very warm air sitting under that ridge. So as that settles back over Colorado, we will warm up and we will dry out. And right now the forecast is looking like that sticks around for a while. I'm seeing some potential changes for Thursday of next week, but only one weather model is actually agreeing with that. So we'll see how that shakes out. If we keep the chances for snow in for next Thursday, or if we have to take them out, certainly that can all happen as weather conditions that are way out to our west and well offshore kind of come together and work themselves out as they get closer to the continental U.S. Do I think that the slopes will have snow in order to open? I mean, they're certainly able to make snow up there, but we do not have any storms that's going to come along and help with that. I know several are already open, but not a lot of snow even headed up towards our mountains for the next several days. I'm going to go back to that radar screen so you guys can take a look again. Let's see. Marianne says she remembers when I first moved to Colorado. Oh, and now you live in Arizona. Well, you sure are living in warmer weather, but we do have such mild conditions sometimes here across Colorado. I do love living here. That was 13 years ago. Kind of crazy, huh? Time has flown. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this forecast. I'll check your questions one last time and then I'm gonna sign off because it's pretty straightforward. We've got these snow showers that are out on our eastern plains. I'll loop through this so you can see. Producing some snow out near Burlington, Yuma, and Ray. Light snow, maybe a quarter inch more is all you're gonna see. And then we've got winter weather advisories that are still in effect for southeastern Colorado until 2 p.m. And grand total, those areas are gonna get about 4 inches of snow. We're still dealing with the wind too as long as this storm system sticks around. 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts possible here in Denver. And then this evening they die down. This evening we'll still see some strong gusts in our far eastern plains, but overnight you guys should have some lighter winds take over. There's the snow. You can see how it retreats to the south. 5:30, still have some light snow showers just outside of Lamar. They'll be moving out of the state during the overnight. Everybody's dry tomorrow. We'll get a lot of sunshine out of that area of high pressure that settles back in, and it sticks with us for several days. Again, here's a quick look at your snow forecast. We're expecting about 1/4 of an inch of snow more around Burlington, maybe about 1/2 an inch more of snow for Springfield, but this system just about finished. Area of high pressure will be moving back in. That warms us up. It dries us out. It is a huge shift in our weather pattern that moves us from these chilly temperatures to a very mild forecast for the weekend. We will have mostly cloudy skies in Denver today. Fort Collins, you're likely going to stay sunny. Partly cloudy. Everybody clears out overnight tonight. It will be really chilly, a low of 14. As we go into tomorrow, back up to the middle 40s for highs. Breezy on Friday. Saturday breezy as well with highs in the low 50s, and on Sunday we're in the middle 50s with middle to upper 50s out on the eastern plains. All right, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.